A very good evening and a warm welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Mariam Vijayaratna. Let's have a look at the headlines first. Sri Lanka gears up to host Global Bora Spiritual Convention in Colombo. Sri Lanka-Romania strengthens business ties through international forum. News in detail. Sri Lanka is preparing to host a major international religious gathering later this month as the Global Bora Community Spiritual Assembly and Convention is set to take place in Colombo. President Secretary Dr. Nandika Sanat Kumar Nayaka has instructed authorities to extend their fullest support to ensure the success of this event.
Secretary to the President Dr. Nandika Sanat Kumar Nayaka directed relevant officials to provide maximum assistance for the successful hosting of the Global Bora Community's Spiritual Assembly and Convention scheduled to be held from June 27th to July 5th in Sri Lanka. These instructions were issued during a discussion held at the Presidential Secretariat focusing on the logistical and infrastructural arrangements required for the event. The Assembly and Convention will center on the Bambalapitiya Bora Mosque and the Sri Lankan Exhibition and Convention Centre and will be graced by the presence of the community spiritual leader, His Holiness Dr. Syedna Mufaddal Saifuddin Sahib. The event is expected to draw approximately 15,000 members of the Bora community from India and various other countries. Authorities are preparing to facilitate their arrival and stay with particular attention to airport operations, accommodation and other key infrastructure services. Present at the meeting were religious leaders from the Bora community along with senior officials including Secretary to the Foreign Ministry Aruni Ranaraja and Senior Additional Secretary to the President Roshan Gamage, who engaged in extensive discussions to ensure the event runs smoothly.
The Maris Stella College All Boys Association hosted its flagship event, Maris Panorama 2025, on June 6 in Negombo. The gathering brought together key figures from government, business and academia to chart a strategic roadmap for the nation's digital transformation.
Maris Panorama 2025, an annual oration and panel discussion centered this year on the theme of transforming Sri Lanka, paving the path from traditional to digital economy. The event attracted thought leaders committed to shaping Sri Lanka's digital future. The event's highlight was a dynamic panel discussion moderated by veteran journalist Nistar Kasim, and the panel included the Secretary, Ministry of Digital Economy Varuna C. Dhanapala, Senior Policy Analyst Professor Rohan Samarajiva, Senior Executive VP and COO Sanjay Vijaymanna, Managing Director Omega Line Felix Fernando, Chairman Free Trade Zone Manufacturers Association Dhammika Fernando. They explored four key areas critical to digital progress. Panelists underscored the importance of robust infrastructure, data governance and digital payment systems. Overcoming transformation challenges, the conversation turned to policy reform, digital literacy and the role of public-private collaboration. Empowering citizens through digital, speakers highlighted how a strong digital economy can generate jobs and bridge rural-urban divides. And role of the Digital Economy Act, the upcoming legislation was seen as a cornerstone for regulating digital transactions, ensuring cybersecurity and protecting citizen data. Now in its 97th year, the Maris Stella OBA continues to be a powerful force for professional change and civic engagement with active chapters in Sri Lanka and abroad, including the USA, UK, Canada, Australia and the UAE.
Delivering the keynote address, Dr. Hans Vijaysurya, Senior Advisor to the President on the Digital Economy, emphasized the urgent need for a unified digital policy framework, targeted infrastructure development and a culture of innovation.
As you increase this proportion of the macroeconomy which is digitalized, you will find that you get an uplift on the overall economic growth. So if a country is growing at say 3 to 4% on business as usual basis, by expanding the digital economy component way above 5% to 10, 15%, you will find that the economy also grows faster than it would normally have.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back after this short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. In a major boost to Sri Lanka's global economic outreach, the Sri Lanka-Romania Business Forum was held in Bucharest, Romania recently. The event marked a significant step towards deepening bilateral trade and investment relations between the two nations.
The event, organized by the Embassy of Sri Lanka in Romania in collaboration with the National Chamber of Commerce of Sri Lanka and the Bucharest Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The forum brought together over 50 Romanian business leaders and a vibrant delegation of Sri Lankan entrepreneurs representing key sectors including renewable energy, tourism, apparel, gems and manpower. Speaking at the forum, Ambassador Madhurika Joseph Vinegar offered a strategic overview of the growing Sri Lankan-Romania partnership, reflecting a long-standing tie such as historic transformation of Romanian rail carriages into Sri Lanka's iconic observation trains. Adding to the forum's momentum, CCIB President Iulio Stocloza described Bucharest as a strategic gateway for Sri Lanka's firms looking to access the European Union market. The Sri Lankan business delegation was led by NCCSL Deputy President Lakmal Fernando with strong support from immediate past President Deepal Nelson, who reaffirmed the Chamber's long-standing commitment to global business development and long-term partnerships built on mutual respect. The week-long visit also included targeted B2B sessions across multiple sectors, resulting in several promising leads. With over 20,000 Sri Lankan workers already in Romania and growing commercial interest, the forum marked a confident step in positioning Sri Lanka as a strategic partner in Europe.
Sri Lanka's combat sports scene is poised for a revolution with the launch of Unleash, a dynamic sports promotion brand focusing on grappling, Muay Thai and mixed martial arts. The brand's inaugural event, Unleash Absolute Warriors Season 1, is set for June 14th at the Royal Mass Arena in Colombo.
Featuring 14 action-packed bouts with fighters from Sri Lanka, India and Uzbekistan, the event will be broadcast live on the Paparazzi platforms, ensuring wide accessibility. Unleash is spearheaded by a talented team, including undefeated MMA athlete Kasun De Silva, businessman Prashant Vanagasuriya, strategist Shamel Anam, and MMA enthusiast Shazim Anam. Beyond the debut, plans for future seasons include regional and international expansion with the ultimate goal of contributing to sports tourism and youth empowerment.
Visa, the global leader in digital payments, is partnering with the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority to enhance digital payment acceptance in major tourist areas and support regional training initiatives. Visa will host the Asia Pacific Summit in Colombo, highlighting its commitment to Sri Lanka's economic growth and digital transformation, especially in the MICE tourism sector.
In a strategic move to support Sri Lanka's meetings, incentives, conferences and the exhibition for MICE tourism, Visa has partnered with the Sri Lankan Tourism Promotion Bureau to host its prestigious Asia Pacific Summit in the island nation. This initiative follows a memorandum of understanding signed between Visa and the SLTPB, aimed to position Sri Lanka as a premier destination for both leisure and business travel. As part of the partnership, Visa will focus on increasing inbound travel, boosting tourist spending and digitizing key tourist corridors through its advanced payment acceptance solutions. Speaking about the MOU, Stefan Karpin, Regional President of Asia Pacific Visa, said that Sri Lanka is an important strategic market for Visa in their APAC and global business agenda, and they have been serving in Sri Lanka for over 37 years.
Visa's been welcomed to Sri Lanka for over 37 years now, over 37 years. And that's a great privilege that we'll never take for granted. And we are very committed to supporting the country's digital transformation.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back with the stock updates. Welcome back after the break. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a negative note today. The all-share price index dropped by 234.37 to close at 17,427.08, and the S&P SL20 dropped by 83.15 to close at 5,191.86. The turnover was over 3.9 billion rupees and over 164 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all we have for tonight. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Have a great weekend. Take care. Good night.